Hello, my name is Robin Lutke and I'm with Edina Realty Mortgage. And today I want to talk about the benefits of using VA financing to purchase a home. Now, for a VA loan, the home does need to be your primary residence, so an owner occupied home, but it can be a 1 to 4 unit home, it can be a townhome or a condo. Currently, there are 22 million veterans and active duty military personnel who qualify for VA financing, but right now there are only 1.6 million VA loans out there. So really need to increase the number of veterans and active duty military people, their information that they know about VA financing so they can take advantage of this fantastic loan product. So if you are one of those people, listen up because VA financing is a great way to go. Biggest benefit is it allows 100% financing of the purchase price. So no down payment is required. The VA does not set a loan limit. So you could purchase a VA home well over $1 million with no money down. Some lenders will place a cap on how much they will allow for a VA loan, but again, still well over $1 million easily with no money down. To qualify for VA financing and that eligibility, the VA does take into consideration time and service. So time would be if you're an active duty military person and you've been in the active duty for at least 90 days, and that's during a wartime, then they would qualify for VA financing. If during peacetime, someone has been in the active duty military for 180 days, they would qualify for VA financing. Or if someone is a reservist. So a reservist would need 6 years in the reserves unless sometime during that 6 years they were active duty, and then we'd go back to those active duty days to know if they would qualify. And of course, if someone is a veteran, then they would just have needed to serve for 2 years in the military and are currently a veteran to qualify for VA financing. Someone to use VA financing does not need to be a first-time home buyer. So even if you've owned 3 homes before and you want to take advantage of VA financing and a buyer is eligible, they can certainly use it for purchasing a home. Again, does not need to be a first-time home buyer. The VA can use a VA loan more than once and still be eligible. So you can have used VA financing on your first 3 homes and you're purchasing your 4th home and you could use VA financing. Another great factor for and benefit of VA financing is that the VA loan approval is not FICO driven. So the VA is very forgiving when it comes to credit history. If there's late payments, some or no credit even. The VA allows no credit to be considered for approval. They also have very short-term time frames for forgiveness after a serious derogatory credit issue, such as a bankruptcy or a foreclosure. The time frame that the VA requires for a buyer to wait after one of those significant credit items is much shorter than other loans that are out there. Now, a lender may have some additional qualifying regarding credit, but the VA is very forgiving with credit history, primarily looks at the last 12 to 24 months to see, what did that history look like? And that's what they're looking at primarily. So great for people who have lower credit or no credit scores at all. Again, the loan is 100% financing eligible for the purchase price. But in addition, so that would mean there's no down payment required. But in addition to down payment, when someone is buying a home, there are closing costs that are money is needed for, as well as money to set up the escrow account for taxes and insurance. If the VA buyer does not have funds available for the closing costs and the money for escrows, there are a few options. The seller could provide that to the buyer. There might be some limits on what's allowed based on their loan amount, but the seller it could be part of the transaction. The whole purchase would, be the seller's going to pay a certain amount of those buyer costs. The buyer could receive a gift from a family member or a friend. Most loans require that if the buyer is getting a gift, it has to come from a family member. The VA does not require it to be a family member. It can just be a gift. So that's another great benefit of VA financing. So it might be someone who's going to also live in the home with them, could give them a gift towards the closing costs and the taxes and insurance that's needed. VA loans are assumable, which means when a veteran goes to sell the home, the new buyer could just take over their loan. And that's a huge factor if the interest rate on that loan is lower than what the market rate is at that time that they're going to sell. So just another great option. Most VA loans, the interest rate on that loan is going to be lower than other low down payment options, such as a conventional loan that requires maybe only 3% down. A VA loan is typically going to have a lower interest rate. So another great benefit is that the payment may very well be lower than other low down payment options that are out there. There are a lot of great reasons for a home buyer to use a VA loan, even if they qualify for a different type of loan with a down payment. Get into the home, interest rates are still terrific when we look at historic rates. So to get into a home with no money down and be able to maybe keep their money to do improvements on the home is a great reason for a buyer to still go into a VA loan with no money down. VA does have a couple of benefits if a buyer chooses to use a down payment. So that's worth taking a look at, but there just is so many positive benefits to doing a VA loan and VA financing. And there are so many people out there that qualify for it and just really don't know those benefits. So if you think you might be one of those people, I highly encourage you, reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me an email, or go to my website. But I really would just love to chat with you to see if you do qualify for a VA loan and all the benefits that it offers you for someone in our military that definitely deserves everything that they, all the benefits that they can get. So again, it's Robin Lutke with Edina Realty Mortgage. Thank you very much.